What's going on, VB gang? Welcome back to the channel, All Things Strange. It's your man, Dr. Strange, and it looks like we are back in action. So you know I'm asking, are we stacking or slacking on? And it looks like we're getting the first appearance of the Sinister Six. And I've been waiting for this one, so you know how we do. We got to deep dive in, check out all the covers, get the drop details, get some CGC price action. You know, we gotta head on over to eBay, see what people are looking for right now, real time for this book, and figure out we're gonna stack a slack on it. So let's dive in, man. We got right here a little bit of information. Doc Ock gathers Mysterio, Electro, Kraven the Hunter, the Vulture, and the Sandman to form the Sinister Six, an alliance sworn on taking revenge on their greatest nemesis, Spider-Man. Will Peter be able to weather the gauntlet of these formidable foes? So let's deep dive into this Medium blog article right here by Veve, man. Figure out we're gonna stack a slack on Spider-Man Annual #1. Let's get it. Okay guys, so we're here on blog.veve.me checking out ASM Annual #1. We done went through a little bit of the details. So basically, this release features rare and ultra rare Veve exclusive covers with cover art by Justin Mason and Federico Lee. So we got a drop date of October 17th, 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with a list price of 10 gems. Published in 1964, so be sure to look out for that mint, especially 5 cover variants, 5,000 total editions, and of course you could bid 5,000 MCP points if you feel inclined to do so. And the first available edition for public sale is going to be number 162, and that's going to break down to 3,000 commons, 1,125 uncommons, 500 rares, 250 ultra rares, and only 125 secret rares. So let's deep dive into these covers and see what we're working with. All right, so you know how we do, man. We got to start off with the common classic cover, and I am a sucker for this type of artwork right here, man. I love the color, the color matches going on here, you know, with Spider-Man and all these different colors popping off on the cover, man. Definitely is a classic book, man. I can't wait to check out the price values. We're gonna dive into that next. So without further ado, let's check out the Uncommon, man. Uncommon got a really clean look to it, man. I really like how they got Spidey popping off on these covers. Left panel, definitely a banger, man. I would not mind having some Uncommons in the stash, man. Visually very appealing. Let me know down below what you guys think of the common and uncommon. But for now, let's dive into the rare and see what we got, man. We got some updated action here. #1, 1964. Not sure why they still put that, but this is dope. This, you know, he's scaling up the side of the building. Sinister Six is chasing him down. I like this, man. It kind of got a sketchy type of vibe to it, so I can't wait to check out the ultra rare and see if some of these sketch marks actually translate. I don't see any autos on the cover. It might be something, you know, embedded in all of this madness we may not notice. You know, like somebody's name could be in one of these bricks or something like that, like initials or something, but nothing's popping out. Let's hop on down to the ultra rare and see how it all came together. Yeah, okay. And here we have the full saturation, Sandman looking a little crazy, you know. Doc Ock looks on point, Kraven on point, Mysterio, Electro, Vulture, everybody is on point. Just Sandman's face, like he look a little extra like angry, you know what I'm saying? He got a little like Ben Grimm mixed with the Hulk. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? His hairline was always suspect. You know what I'm saying? He's always had a suspect hairline. But he always had 360 waves. You know what I'm saying? You see the waves popping on the front, the sides, you know what I'm saying? So I always gave Sandman props for rocking 360 waves. I don't know what color do-rag he wears to bed at night, but, you know, maybe it's the sand. Maybe that's like a sand flow type of cut he got. You know what I'm saying? So very interesting, you know, very interesting. But this cover is definitely dope. I like it. I wish they would have played off of the original though with the Amazing Spider-Man text and did like the multicolored joint. kind of like that, man, you know, because you got so many colors popping off with all the different characters. I thought that would have been a nice touch. But in any event, it is time to move on and check out the coveted secret rare panel pull cover here. He's over here taming lions, you know what I'm saying, kicking craven arms, you know what I'm saying, stiff arming tigers. I like this, man. I like this, you know. This is dope, man. I just like how, you know, it's real clean, that white background. Just love this stuff, man. So there you have that, man. There's all the covers. I would have to say my favorite is the common. Yeah, man, that's my little 2 cents on that. But overall, I like all of the covers. Yeah, man, let me know down below what you guys think, man. What are you gunning for? Which cover are you gunning for? But it's time now to hop on over to CGC and get some price values. I'm hearing this book is a little pricey, man, so I gotta see it for myself, you know. So let's do that next, man. Maybe that'll help me figure out if I'm stacking or slacking on ASM Annual number 1. And this portion of the video is sponsored by the fam, Chris Severs and GoCollect, man. So shout out to them. Appreciate hitting me with the CGC price info for Spider-Man Annual number 1. So let's deep dive in, man. Get some info here first. Appearance of the Sinister Six. Artist Steve Ditko, Sam Rosen. Published June 11th, 1964 with a cover price of 25 cents, man. Could you imagine being live back then? You know, being like, you know what, I'm gonna spend $1 and grab like 4 of these, you know, read one and just store the others for when I get older, my grandkids. Could you imagine? Oh my God. So let's deep dive in here. All right, we got CGC Universal Grades. We're looking at a 9.8. We got 5 of them on the census with only 1 sold. And that sold for $28,643, but that was back in 2012, man. So let's check out what a 9.6 is looking like. 9.6, there is also 5 on the census with 3 sales. So it looks like a couple of people are willing to part ways with their 9.6s. And look at this, sold for $78,000 September 12th in 2021. Very interesting. So what that tells me is that if any of these 5 people who hold a 9.8 decide to sell it, they'll be getting a lot more than $78,000 for it. So very interesting there. We can see that on a 9.4 level, there are 11 on the census, and the fair market value is $30K. Again, shout out to Chris Severs, man. Hit me up with some extra data and info right here. So let's zoom in a little bit here. We could see that there are 2,546 universally graded Spider-Man Annual number 1s. We have about 146 that are signed, 178 that have been restored. But we can see right here at the bottom, you know, it keeps it pretty simple. All 3 of these here are 9.6s. You know, you can see the different dates that they sold and the different amounts, you know. So in 06, this was 7K. In 09, 15K. 2021, 78K, man, for the same graded book. Here's the different venues that they went through between Heritage and Comic Connect to sell these books. So what I'm going to do now is hop on over to eBay, see what people are looking for right now for Spider-Man Annual number 1, figure out if I'm stacking or slacking on it. So let's get it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on eBay checking out ASM Annual number 1, because you guys know how I do. I'm gonna hit the sort button, highest price plus shipping, because I want to get to the nitty gritty. And here we go. Right here, top of the order, a 9.0, only 34 graded higher. That's a fact. They want 13,500. You got a 8.5 here. White pages. What does it say? Rare with pages. First Sinister 6, right? So they want 9, basically 10,000 for that one. So, and again, that's at the 8.5 level. So that may not be a bad deal for it. I mean, I don't know. You know, it just depends, man. It's like, you know, all we need is a new movie announcement or the right thing to pop, and then all of a sudden it's on, you know what I mean? If they ever get to the point where they can fully show us like the Sinister Six on screen, like, oh man, this book is gonna go crazy, you know, real life, everywhere, you know? So, question is, am I stacking or slacking on ASM Annual #1? Well, we got a list price of 10 gems, right? And edition size of 5K. I do wish it was 3K. I do understand like keeping things consistent with the gem price. So we gotta be like happy that we're not paying 20 gems a pop for this one, or 15. So I think this is one at 5K that I actually may not stack too crazy on the actual drop, to be honest. I do see this selling out though, you know, but I really am just more interested on taking a shot, of course, and at the end of the day, just landing a common, because I feel like the commons, maybe even an uncommon, you know, they might all be above retail. So I at least want to lock in one for a decent price. I might even go for 2, and I don't know, man. I might stack on the drop, man. I might, you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm talking through it and really thinking about it, I think your boy Dokta Strange is stacking on ASM Annual #1, man, because I know I'm stacking in the secondary market. That's definitely happening. I do feel like this is a book that could definitely go for a little more than retail, and then over time, you know, people start scooping these up, holding them. And we got a lot going on this week. It is New York Comic Con. Veve is dropping a boatload of stuff. You know, I feel a little overwhelmed. I went from like not knowing what I'm gonna do on, you know, Comic-Con, Jacob Javits Thursday, to feeling like, well, I guess I'm just gonna be at the Veve booth most of the day, because it's, you know, they got a whole itinerary laid out, man. So let me know down below what you gonna do on this drop. Are you stacking or slacking on ASM Annual #1? And also let me know, are you going to New York Comic Con this year, man? You know, I'm trying to meet up with the fam, as many people as possible. So let me know if you're gonna be out here. You know, we here, we in New York. So yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this episode. So for now, your man Dokta Strange, All Things Strange, is out.